Welcome to the Soup Cellar, our lovely little cafe in the Peak District. Here we make vats of fresh soup every day, along with homemade cakes and sandwiches which we serve to the lovely people of our little town. We opened the Soup Cellar because when we were eating out, we could never find anywhere that was entirely homemade. Everything, whether it was freshly made or not, involved nasties, chemicals, loads of packaging and all the things that we didn't want. So we decided we would have to do it for ourselves. We wanted to eat somewhere that not only made the food for themselves but knew where it had come from, not just in a trendy, locally sourced kind of way, but ideally taken from the local community so that we knew what we were eating, we knew what was in it and we could enjoy proper food. Obviously, now that we've opened the Soup Cellar, we're proud to say that we make everything here from scratch. That means we make the stock that the soup comes from and we make the fudge sauce for the chocolate fudge cake and everything else in between. We take our mission further by composting all of our raw waste, the veg peelings and whatnot, and they then go up to our allotment and are used to grow veggies that, wherever possible, we use seasonally within the soup. We also recycle the packaging that we buy things in, and the old newspapers in the shop, the drink bottles from things that people have bought here. We find this very important. We've also been involved further in our local community, supporting several charities. We've done fundraising events for Mummy Star, for example, and we also supported the local women's shelter with a food bank voucher scheme, get one, give one, over Christmas. So we feel like we've had a real place within the community and we don't think there's anywhere else that's quite so eco-friendly. As you might expect, making proper food properly costs a little bit extra. We're very conscious that we don't want to pass this premium on to our customers because we want this good food to be available to all. We've spent really all of our money now opening and improving our little shop, but we definitely need to spread our reach further and make our mission clearer, or really we face imminent closure. It's a case of needing to survive, let alone thrive at this stage. With your support, we can get some proper equipment, some more robust packaging and lots of marketing materials to push proper food out into the community and then hopefully the wider world. We call this mission Soup for the Soul because we believe that when you've grown something for yourself, turned it into something delicious and shared it with others, it fills your soul as much as your belly. It really is one of the simplest ways to make people happy. So what is it that we want to do with this money? Well, we want to be able to give our homemade compost to people that already grow their own veggies, and we want to give compost and seeds to community groups and local schools, for example, to encourage them to grow veggies and make sure that people within the community, especially children, know exactly where food comes from. We can use the crops that are grown to make fabulous seasonal soups, and we would know that the heart and soul of the community was well and truly within the food. We'd also like to develop a recipe book and run cookery classes so that people can be confident about making soup and other food from the food that they've grown. We would like to use the more robust packaging to send soup in the post. Gift hampers, for example, would be much nicer for those that are sick or have moved house, had a baby, for example, than a bunch of flowers that just need lots of looking after before they die. The project is intended to get people involved and feel good about food, and so we've started the pledges at just £10 so that everyone can be part of this. We'll give lots of lovely rewards from the homemade soup that we've got to the recipe book once it's produced, recipe cards also, and invitations to the cookery classes so that everyone really is part of this mission. Remember, we need you to help us survive and thrive. Without this crowdfunder money, we won't be able to stay on High Street. There'll be one less eco-warrior making proper food as opposed to the beige fast food that we find everywhere. So please do pledge some money today, and thank you very much.